Clarence, also known as Bird Puncher, commander of the Gates of Scrapwall and deputy commander of the Steelhawks, knocks on the gate from the outside.
Guys! Hey guys! It's me, Clarence, Bird Puncher.
A voice calls back from inside the fort.
Clarence isn't here. He went to kill the Smilers.
No. I'm Clarence. I'm back from killing the Smilers.
You killed all the Smilers?
Not exactly.
Well, what does that mean?
I mean, they're probably all dead by now. But, there were still some alive when I left.
Like, bleeding to death or something?
Yeah, sure. I punched all their brains in good, though. Got right up in the squishy butts and, blood came out super bad. And they're not coming back. Can I come in now?
Where are they very capable for, though?
I don't know. They were fine when I left. I'm sure they're fine.
This is Pod Against the Machine.
Pod Against the Machine.
Welcome back to Pod Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play podcast where the wizards roll d12s for their hit points. I'm your host, and here is everybody.
That's me. I'm the tank.
Hello.
Hi.
I think you have actually, collectively taken the most damage out of anyone in
Without a doubt have. Yeah, I've definitely seen the floor the most, especially because the first, 10 episodes in particular, I was just pratfalling nonstop.
Speaking of Brixby pratfalling, last time on the program, the very capable four met with Redtooth and came to an accord of sorts with her based on having some mutual enemies, the Lords of Rust and the Smilers. But it came out that Redtooth's cousin, Whiskey Fist, was being held captive by the Smilers, which was somewhat hampering Redtooth's ability to act. So the very capable four offered to go just break him out. And with the help of Clarence, they managed to find their way into a secret outside of Scrapwall entrance, a tunnel that led directly into the back of Smiler headquarters so they could, get the drop on the Smilers. So they snuck right in and they very stealthily opened the door and threw a grenade at a room full of undead that were half machine, half zombie. The grenade was one of those... Was it the nausea grenade, I want to say? Was it the blinding one?
It was the bang grenade, so staggered for one round, deafened for 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, of course, very effective against cybernetic zombies. And that triggered a pretty big fight, during which a hobgoblin woman emerged from a door to the south with a small army of non-cybernetic zombies, stepped right up to the choke point where the very capable four were all sort of lined up neatly, and fired a lightning bolt, which fried everybody pretty good, especially Brixby the Melee Monster. So, how's everybody feeling?
Felt better before.
Just, in life. Sure. Currently, no one's dead.
That's
true. I don't have any wooden things in the apartment. The closest is my dresser. Next time we take a break, I'll go knock.
We can see wooden cabinets behind
Okay,
you.
well, it's fake wood. It's that thing of, that you buy at IKEA. That's wood pulp pressed into furniture.
Yeah, there's still wood in there, though.
Somewhere deep under all the glue.
The mighty, mighty boss stones aren't going to drag you off for getting it wrong.
Read the hardworking folks at Legal.
So this was a rare time where we ended an episode in the middle of a fight. And the last turn that happened was the aforementioned lightning bolt. And we didn't actually move to the next spot in initiative. So I think our hobgoblin friend, as we jump back in here, is going to take a free action. And she's going to say, "Lay down your weapons immediately." And then we go to Asher.
Is going to shake his head and say, "I have considered your request and decide to politely decline." And then for the first time that anyone has ever seen him do so, he, instead of laying a hand on himself, he holds his hand out and it glows with this white, bright light. And then in a burst of a 30-foot radius centered on him, he channels positive energy to harm undead. So I'm going to need a will save from anyone undead within 30 feet of Asher as I roll my 2d6.
So cool.
All right, well, we're going to start, I would say, at the top of the screen with Orange Zombie. That will save is going to be... That's a 14.
Fail.
Okay, Red Zombie, I'm not even going to roll for because he has 1 HP left.
Nice.
So it doesn't matter.
Yay.
Yeah, because he got hit with the lightning bolt as well. And then we're going to go to the Rust Risen here. The Rust Risen might have saved. Where are his saves? 16.
Yep, that's a pass, so he'll take half. I wish I would say half of 12, but spoiler, it's not that.
Alright, Green Zombie is another 14.
Another fail.
Blue Zombie is another 14. And Purple Zombie is a 15.
Meets beats.
Okay, so what is the damage?
Those who failed are going to take a whole 4 points. Because that's full. And then the ones that pass take 2.
4 points.
And then...
Alright, so... Let me just mark those down. And then 2 damage for the ones that passed.
And then as a move action, Asher is going to draw the flechette grenade off his bandolier. And as a free action, he pulls the pin and primes it and says, "We all need to get very far away from here, my friends." But he can't move because the hallway is clogged. So he's standing here holding a primed grenade. And that's his turn.
Alright. And that takes us to Vargas.
Okay, Vargas is going to call out, "This won't work. We're in a kill box. We need to retreat back, draw them into the open." And he is going to double move as far out of this cave as he can get in 60 feet, which is further than the map goes.
Alright, and that takes us to Brixby.
Alright. Brixby is going to look at Marrow, singed. Like, electricity still sort of crackling. Not the first time this has happened to him. I think we'll stick to the plan. As he is going to incur an attack of opportunity, moving back 2 squares and to the north one. So the Rust Risen, I think, gets a swing on me.
Yeah, he's gonna whiff on
Alright, cool. So now that I'm around that corner, while I was running, fishing, or Brix is running, he's fishing into his spell component pouch. And then it's like, damn, and then looks at the wall and sees this spider web against it. And it's just like, oh yeah, grabs it as he's running, turns, and just blows. And he casts web right here in the room. So I'm going to need reflex saves from everybody in that room.
Everybody in the room?
It's a 20-foot
Fun.
burst from back here.
All right, we're going to go top to bottom again. Orange zombie. 16 on the reflex
Beats
save.
on that one. Fast boy.
All right, that is probably going to be the best you see out of any zombie. Our hobgoblin friend gets a 22.
Wow. All right.
The Rust Risen, what are its saves? I lost them again. It's a 12 for the
That is a
Rust Risen.
fail.
Green Zombie is a 15.
That's a fail as well.
Blue Zombie is a 9.
Also a fail.
And Purple Zombie is a 14.
Great. So everything except for Orange and Marrow are grappled right now. Orange and Marrow are in the web but unaffected. So for the ones that have failed, they can break free by making a combat maneuver check or an escape artist check against the DC of the spell, which is 16. The entire web is difficult terrain. Anyone moving through the web has to make a combat maneuver check or escape artist check. As part of their move action, same DC. Otherwise, they will lose their movement and become grappled. So yeah. And with the last free action, Brixby is going to shout, "It's a good time to retreat."
That's fun. That's going to bring us to Orange. So Orange is in difficult terrain and needs to make a what check to move?
Either needs to make an escape artist or a combat maneuver. So a CMB check. Whichever one you think would beat 16 easier.
Well, Orange is the one that passed the save.
Yeah. But if they're going to move, they have to make that.
Gotcha. Well, it's going to make a combat maneuver check to move. And that's some stuff sitting in my dice tray, so that's not fair. And that is a natural 19. Orange can move.
That is they just like greased that zombie, just glistening with Crisco before the battle.
And he's just gonna basically plug up that doorway again, but zombies being zombies, that's his only action. Now, that takes us to the Rust Risen, which is grappled, but it can still attack. So, it's gonna go after Asher. Asher's got some cover here. Natural 2 is not going to hit with the arm drill. How about the middle jaw? No, I don't think a 13 does it, especially with cover. So, blue is, it's just going to try to escape. It fails. That brings us to Kira.
Cool. Kira has heard all of her friends say, hey, let's leave. And thinks it's a great idea. Sadly, she is not going anywhere without Asher. Free action just... No, I hear what you're saying. I understand. I recognize what you're saying. It's a bad idea. However, I'm playing a 15-year-old. Stay... Look, Jeff, if she explodes, it's my fault. It's fine. Just say, like, okay, I'm coming, Asher. Go, I got this. And we'll... chill there, because I don't... Can I hit this thing with the Lucerne Hammer? Do I have a Lucerne Hammer?
I believe so. I think you were making bonk over people, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, fair. Okay, great. So I'm going to try that. Full in post-shot brain fog. This could be terrible, at which point I blame Pfizer. Let's see. That is 12 plus 11. 23?
Are you swinging at orange zombie or the green rust?
Orange zombie. I cannot see the rest risen from where I am.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 23 will hit.
And that's gonna work great. That's also a power attack and full rage, obviously. With the Lucerne hammer is gonna be 1d12. Find a d12. I remember what they look like. Cool. 7 plus. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have all the things now. 7 plus 15. 7 plus 15.
22.
Someone think. Yes, that's 22. It. Damage.
Crunch. Orange, the zombie with amazing saves, is
cool.
dead.
Reaction. Asher, run away. That's my turn.
All right. Let's see now. Green's gonna try to escape. That's not gonna do it. 17 is purple, so purple tries to escape. That will also not do it. Which brings us back around to Marrow. And Marrow is gonna narrow her eyes at Asher, who she can clearly see is holding a grenade. And she's gonna say, "You had your chance. Now, you will die." And I'm gonna need a will save from Asher.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I've got this orange creamsicle in my hand, and I'm going to roll that will save. Kind of a Bette Midler situation. 18.
18 saves against her hold person. So,
okay.
Ooh.
Asher.
Holding a prime grenade. Oh, man.
Yeah.
God,
That would have been so
dead,
nice.
I almost feel badly, but I don't.
Yeah. And she's gonna peace for a minute. She just, runs off to the south to think about what
She
you've
has
done.
to roll.
Oh, that's
my
right.
gosh,
She can't just run off
this
to the
could be
south,
amazing.
you monster.
Hooray!
Not one.
Oh my gosh. And she's a wizard.
I know. This is what I was banking on. I was like, wizard to wizard. What would suck?
That's a 9 on the die for
Yes.
a 13.
She's staying where she is.
So she's stuck?
It's
Wow.
all coming together.
Oh, she is very angry. And her turn is over. Never giving you guys 2 weeks to think about things again. Asher is back up.
Asher is back up, and the rules on this item are very clear. That at the beginning of the wielder's next turn, this grenade explodes, and Asher looks so apologetically at Kira as this thing just bursts, sending shards of explosive metal outwards. And I'm going to need a reflex save from everyone within 20 feet, including me and Kira, and conveniently Marrow.
All right, let's see. I'm going to start with Marrow this time. Now, never mind. All right, so her reflex save is 23.
That's a pass. She'll take half.
All right, let's go to the Rust Risen. Now, they are grappled, so that's -2 on this reflex save. All right, so 16 for the Rust Risen.
Also pass for half.
I'm rolling rocks and it's not even helping me. Reflex save for Green Zombie is a 13.
Fail.
Reflex save for Blue Zombie is a 12.
Also fail.
And reflex save for Purple Zombie is a 7.
Oddly a pass. No, that's a fail. So Asher also failed. I have a plus 11 to my reflex save and rolled a 3. What did Kira get on her reflex save?
You're saying your 14 is a fail?
Uh-huh.
As is mine.
Okay.
I'm just imagining the scene. Are you saying Asher's just standing there with a grenade and it just explodes and it's like, oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah. So that's 19 points of damage to the fails and 9 for the passes. And this is piercing damage. So none of the, shenanigans about, but it can't be sickened or deafened or what have you. This is just a boom grenade.
Well, the good news for the zombies is that they do have DR5 slashing, so it doesn't negate their DR. The bad news for them is they all failed to save and they're killed by the bomb. So let's see how the Rust Risen did. The Rust Risen does not have any such DR, but it is still up. And Marrow has, spikes sticking out of her face, and she only looks more metal now, but she is still alive.
Yeah, so that was, I have all my actions that just happened from the beginning of my turn. So Asher is going to, as a standard action that does not provoke, he's going to do a lay on hands for Kira. 2d6. 6 health back for Kira.
I will take it.
And he will just say, trying to wipe these shards of metal off of his face. If I leave, will you leave? This is not how it was supposed to go. And he is, as a swift action, going to spend a grip point to activate his Daring Vault ability. Gonna give him a 20-foot bump to his move speed, and he is about to flash deuces to Marrow, and that would provoke from the Rust Risen as he goes to skedaddle tactically.
That is a 22, but you do have partial cover for being around the corner, so give yourself a +2.
Yeah, that hits
AC.
exactly.
So that is the drill arm. 4 damage.
Still up.
To Asher as he bails.
No. He's still up. I'm not crying, you're crying. He's gonna move. He has 50 feet of movement now, thanks to that grip point.
How close was Asher to going down there? Because I rolled a 1.
He has 2 hit points right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a chance that had I rolled better on the grenade and just as badly on my reflex save, I could have taken Asher unconscious. He wouldn't have died, but he could have been on his way towards the boneyard.
And Marrow could have dropped you with a magic missile.
I mean, she could have dropped me with an acid splash.
It's very sad.
That's free, swift, move, standard. Everything except immediate. He's gone.
Alright, Vargas, you are up and you are somewhere off in the tunnels.
He is going to double move again towards the entrance to this place. Like where we came in, basically, in the wall.
Alright, that's enough to get out of the wall, I'd say. So you're out the other side. And you did see Asher behind you. He came running down with a 50-foot move speed.
Yeah. The Asher has the flash just covered in like nails or whatever is inside that frag grenade. Because, if you've ever seen, like, a flechette shell for a shotgun, like, it basically is just, like, these little spikes.
Yeah,
It's
I'd like to think
horrible.
that you were just standing there and you're just lightly misted with the blood that comes out of Asher as he runs, leaving, just tie-dyeing
dashes by.
everything in his wake.
I mean, the fastest nearly dead guy you've ever seen running by with 2 HP.
I mean, Orange Zombie was giving you a run for it, even though he was a little bit more live than fast, but...
But yeah, that'll be his whole turn, is just getting out of the tunnel and into the open so we can actually fight.
Alright, that brings us to Brixby.
Let's see. Brixby is going to make... So if I make a full move, which my move speed is 20 feet, down this, I'm still not out of the tunnel yet, right? Alright, then I will double move, and that'll bring me out of the tunnel. I'm theater of the mind right now, Sam.
Yeah, you should be about to the end of the tunnel with 40 feet of movement.
That is what I will do.
Alright, the Rust Risen is gonna try to break out of the grapple here. That's a 15 to try to break out of the web.
DC 16.
So it has wasted its turn, and Kira
Really
is
feeling
up.
torn here. Just riding this high of Rage, Furious Focus, Power Attack thing. But I would imagine in response to Asher saying, if I go, will you go? She'd be like, yeah, no, that was totally the plan. So looks wistfully through the door as she makes her own retreat. I just... Stop it. Stop. I'm running away like a responsible human being. But it's so close. I don't even have to move. Like, it's like 5 feet away. I don't even have to move. I have the Lucerne Hammer in my hands. Maybe just like a fleeting blow, and then I can still move after that. And she's raging. I have like 43 points of hit. I'm gonna be fine. Man, I would say let's not again play games like immediately after the last 48 hours. So we're gonna do it. And then this, I feel pretty comfortable doing Sam if this doesn't work. So yeah, she's gonna lose her hammer. This thing has quite a bit of cover, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see, 14, 11, 25 to hit, and then like what, a minus what for cover? Or it has to.
Well, it's getting a bonus to its AC for cover, but a 25 will do it.
So again, with all of the things, roll a d12. Ugh, that's a 1. But 1 plus 15, so 16 points of smoosh.
Alright, that does pretty good damage to the Rust Risen. It's still alive, so you should probably stick around.
No. This is...
For another round or
made
two.
an unofficial promise, so she will use the rest of her turn to just get out. Yeah, so I think that as she's...
You know it's just going to heal if you don't stick around to kill it. It's just going to heal up.
Sam, please, thank you.
It's going to have babies, and they're going to hunt you down.
So as Asher runs by, she's like, yeah, I'm right behind you, and then stays to hit this thing. And it's like, okay, now I'm right behind you, and we'll go ahead and just move. I think we've decided we can't leave the map, right? But I can move these, like, couple squares, so she'll stand over near wherever, as far as she can get from here.
Okay, and you can... I'm just going to roll to see if Meryl can follow you in one turn, because if she can't... That was... What was
16.
the DC? Trying to think. Meryl's very angry here. So she just broke out, but it's difficult terrain, so she... Yeah, I think she's going to let you go. You guys got out of there.
So good at Pathfinder.
We are out of initiative.
As we flee, bleeding profusely, some of us, we feel stronger as we level up. No? Oh, no.
I swear there was an actual map for this before, wasn't there?
What do you mean?
We see like a wall.
This is a real map. I've placed you all on a very real map that came with the book. You can tell because they wrote scrap on the boxes that represent the scrap.
I feel we have a take the money and run situation here, because that second one definitely says skavap.
Asher is gonna, as it looks like no one's following, he is gonna just sit down on the ground, almost falling over. He's going to grab two things out of his pack. One is the gun he canonically repaired last night, spending an hour like he always does. So he has a functional pistol. The other is the healing gun, the ride the Space Dragon gun. And he is going to just inject some healing nanites from this non-time-worn pistol into himself.
And that's the equivalent of a cure mod.
Yeah, baby. I say that, and of course I rolled 3 on both my d8s. But 2, so 3, 3, and 3 for 9. Substantially improved from 2. I'm going to pop another one. 12 total on that one. That's good for me. Kira claims to have over 40 HP after taking 19 from a grenade. How's she doing?
So now she's dropped rage. But she's still at 31, which is like a normal day for Brixby. So
it's a good day for Brixby.
Yeah. I'm unbothered. She would follow Asher out though, and then just kind of like crouch next to him. She wouldn't say anything. She's like, he needs this time to recover, but she is right in your face, staring at you, waiting for you to die or not. That's all.
Not gonna die currently. In this moment. As far as I'm aware, Vargas, Brixby, how do you fare after that lightning attack?
There's like a Jacob's Ladder, like comical zapping noise as another bit of static just kind of goes off of Brixby's singed fur.
I'm surprisingly here, but I could maybe use some of that stronger. I mean, even though this is fun.
But the crazy gun is a cure light, right? That one isn't a cure mod?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a little bit of the normal stuff, and then I could top off with the good, as it were.
Sure, yes, the good. And we do have a wand of plenty of charges, but just gonna do this for now. Oh wow, 17 for Brixby.
Oh yeah.
An 8 and a 6 on the 2d8. And I had on my notes that it had 3 uses left in that nanite cartridge, so this has expended those. I'd have to pop in a new cartridge for it to continue to work. I do have the wand, if you need another.
I'm at 24 of 40, so I'm going to probably need another dip-a-do before I deplete my crazy space drug cartridge.
Yeah, I'm at 23, you're at 24. Our powers combined, we're at like Akira. So yeah, I'll roll some D8 plus 1s. 5 to Bricks. 2 to Bricks. 2 to Bricks. This dice is going away. 5 to Bricks.
Oh, that's so good. I'm at 38 of 40. Totally excellent. Thank you.
Sure. Oh, yes. The least I can do. Well, he says, having used 4 charges of the wand and 3 nanite shots. Are we planning to sort of recuperate at the Clockwork Chapel? I'd hate for Denvaya to go a day without using her channels if we could preserve our resources, but I don't know, honestly, what to do. Having been unsuccessful, I don't think we could return to Redtooth yet. And, well, do we heal and charge back in there before they have a chance?
When we were leaving, it seemed like she might have been making her way out of the web, but it's slow going, and I can dismiss it if need be.
Mechanically also, even though she would have it as well, if she's on the other side of the web, for example, we'll have total cover until we dismiss it, because you have 20 feet of web in between you.
I think, that amazing, selfless gesture with the grenade did a serious amount of damage that I would hate to see her recuperate. have it go to waste. I was envisioning we go back in where we've got her on the back foot. We've seemed to deplete her meat shields.
Should we wait a moment and see if possibly she attempts to follow us out?
We could post up on either side of this tunnel for a short period of time. But I do worry that the time that we will take to heal, she will as well. So we might want to discuss our tactics in heading back in.
Redtooth's cousin is still in there too. We should... I don't think we can leave without him. Them? With that person.
Yeah, Whiskey Fist.
And his brother's Lagerfist. Ciderfist. You know, he always sings songs that remind us of the good times. Anyway, if we're going to go back in, let's...
Tub thump.
Keep... Yes. We got knocked down, but we're getting right back up again. How far down is Vargas?
He'll say, I was only really hit by the lightning. I still am not too heavily injured. And that's his way of saying he is at 38 out of 48, I believe. Let me check my personal again. Wait, no, it's not personal. It's in play. 38 out of 49, so he's fine.
All right. Well, if we're operating under the every 6 seconds we spend is maybe 6 seconds too many, he'll take you at your word and tap himself a couple times. Ooh, max 9 on Asher. 4 on Asher. That's good enough. That's 36 out of 40.
Oh, just going to ask a quick meta question of the GM. The running away like cowards plus the rounds of Asher healing everyone, would that have put us past 6 minutes since the start of this fight?
No, I don't think so. No,
or excuse me,
5 minutes is a lot
It's
of
been,
rounds.
Asher spent 9 rounds, so less than a minute, including the round
So I do
of
still have
drawing
long arm.
the healing gun and his gun, and then drawing a wand. But he'll use a total of 8 heals. So we haven't been out here for a minute yet.
Yeah. And we only had like 3 rounds go by in there before we ran. I mean, it's probably closer to like 5, but I think I still got at least like 3 minutes.
How long would
left on my
Kira be
long arm.
fatigued?
6 rounds. So let's see. Like I mean, I guess it depends. You know, let's see. So we ran for a round, so now 5 rounds maybe, plus some healing, so down to 4.
I mean,
yeah. Well, the healings.
Oh,
each
then
of
yeah,
those
she's fine.
healings was a round, so you should be good.
Dope. Then holding the only non-broken firearm in his possession. He's got they're up to like a dozen broken guns. But he didn't break all of those. Most of them were already broken. Let's go, I suppose.
Quickly, point of order. I do want to make myself invisible, but also I want to know what's our order and what do we want to do about the web? Do we want to just get up to it and then I dismiss and then we jump into the room? Or we should definitely not be in a line. If possible, could...
I mean, like, mechanically, we could do a thing where we get close and people could delay until I could dispel the web and we step into the room in different directions or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, whatever people want to do.
Yeah, Asher still has a grip point, still has a few things up his sleeve. So as far as being able to get in the room once the web is gone, I feel confident.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was not expecting Sam to take away the turn counter when we got outside. I assumed they would have been hot on our heels.
I think the web...
Yeah, the web kind of screwed that up.
Friggin' sky metal.
The web, yeah. Honestly, that's good because it gave us time to heal and stuff before running back in.
Yeah, I mean, if she hit us with what my fear was we were going to go down that tunnel. And if she had another lightning bolt, like we're all in a line. Those things go for like 100 feet or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have one of them yet. This would have been an excellent time for fireball, especially because web is flammable.
Mm-hmm.
But not there yet. Level 3 spells are coming soon. But yeah, I don't know. So, what order are we thinking?
No. I guess invisible bricks probably at the front so that you can dispel.
Asher right behind you, honestly, so I don't get
I
blocked.
can occupy the same square as one of you.
Yeah, I feel like...
Probably. Someone could be up front with me, I think.
Yeah. And Kira and I both have the ability to do reach, because she's got the Lucerne and I still have another few minutes of long arm. So... Though, can you rage again, or is that only a once-a-day thing at this point?
Yeah.
You can rage again?
She has so many rounds, all the con and levels
So many
and stuff.
rounds.
Like, hashtag rage for days.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe I'll go third, and then if I get hit hard or something, I can just step back and Kira can step forward. Because both of us can hit around whoever's in front. We'll just take a little bit of a penalty. So if you and Brixby share a square, then I can go third and Kira can go fourth, and if the two of us have to swap, we can.
Sounds good to me.
Asher loads this gun as he moves, because he can do that since he still has 1 point left.
Yeah. Brixby presses a eyelash into a small gummy ball and then disappears.
Well, I guess he's went back to Chitterhome.
Goodbye.
I'll miss that rascal. Then I say we should probably make haste until we get close enough to where Brix and Asher will try and sneak up until we get closer, and then we just burst in. Linus.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, what was the final order? We're going to rearrange some tokens for you.
Brix is technically in front of Asher, although once we get to the door, we're going to swarm. Like, I'm going to be in his square. And then it's going to be Vargas and then Kira.
Okay. And why don't we get those stealth rolls to start before we pop back on screen.
Just one moment here.
Whew, wouldn't have minded having that on my reflex save earlier against the grenade. But that's a natural 18 plus 5 for a 23.
Alright. And how about Brix?
That's a 40, Sam.
40?
I'm invisible.
Because he's invisible.
I forgot about them.
It gives you, like, what is it, a plus 25 or something on top
Yeah,
of
I'm at a plus 31 right now with my current bonuses.
Kira trips over just like a drum set.
Very nice. What's that total for Kira?
That's a 10 on the die, minus 3 for a 7.
And Vargas?
Vargas got an 8 on the die, plus 3 for an 11.
Alright, we're going to pop back over onto this map, and Brixby's obviously the first to round the corner, and you can see that the Rust Risen is still in there. But it doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Well, I hope he wouldn't. He's invisible.
Well, you never know with these things.
Let's see. I think once we get to this corner, Brixby's going to step back, whispering to Asher.
That metal body is guarding the door. If I dismiss it, it can run towards us. If I fire at it, I lose my invisibility. What do you think we should do?
Like, part of me just feels like one of the melee should go up and just bang that thing if Marrow isn't standing there to zap us, but...
I'm gonna look. I think I can. I Pretty sure I can keen my arm at this point. I think that was one of the things I got at this.
I don't think you can keen your arm
Looking
if it doesn't do slashing or like if it.
Oh yes, I have to take slashing arm. I don't have slashing
if
arm.
it's still bludgeoning damage, you can't keen it.
Yeah. Darn. Let's see. I can have corrosive burst, defending, flaming burst, frost, icy burst, impact, shock, shocking burst, or thundering.
Probably shocking.
Yeah. Wonder if thundering would be any good, or impact.
Impact is the one that raises like the size category of it, so it ups your damage dice.
Just see how many uses that one takes.
Asher will whisper to Brix as Vargas ponders his arm's abilities, and will say, Mero has no idea our capabilities. It's been long enough, perhaps, that she may not know that the web's been dismissed. It may simply have expired, the effects. Is this a minutes per sort of spell?
Yeah, I have 50 minutes of web, so it's 10 per level.
Okay, so that's what Asher doesn't know. Like, okay, it hasn't been 10 minutes, so she'd know that then.
And also, I just looked up, impact is a +2, so I would have to use 3 of my arcane pool points to put it on my arm. But this is clearly the boss fight of this place, so I can definitely do that. And then step forward and smash at this thing.
So, I guess timing everything together, do we want, like, Vargas to bonk and kill it while it's still grappled? Or possibly grappled and then dismiss after, or dismiss and then bonk?
Let's bonk first. It'll have a lower AC if it's still grappled. I don't know. We don't know in all these rounds if it's waiting or if it's grappled is the only thing.
That's true. All we know is bonk. So I believe the plan, Sam, is to bonk and dismiss. The classic
the old
Pathfinder
bonk and
maneuver.
dismiss.
All you need is bonk. Bonk is all you need.
Well, let's get back into initiative here.
Well, you need in Bonk, the comic book that was then turned into the Tom Cruise movie Live, Bonk, Repeat.
All right. What do we got for Brixby?
7 on the die for 14.
And how about Asher?
It's a natural 20 for a 24.
Wow. And Vargas?
That is a 10 on the die for a 12.
And Kira?
4 on the die for a 9. So we're just gonna put that dice away.
Alright, sword descending. The Rust Risen rolled a beautiful natural 1. And, are we starting with Vargas rushing up to kill the thing? You all technically have a surprise round.
Now the question is, do I get a actual full round, or is this a single move,
Well, you've
single
got
action thing?
a surprise. You basically each have a turn and a half at this point, because you're all ahead of it in initiative.
Yeah, so I then have time to do a swift action, a move action, and a standard action. Okay. So swift action, he is going to use the rest of his arcane pool. Because I looked up if it's 2 on top of the 1 or 2, and the 1 counts as one of it, and it's freaking on top of it. So that means to do a +2 enhancement, I have to use 3 things, which is what I have left. So he does that to turn his arm into an impact arm, and then he is going to step forward until he is 10 feet away from this thing, and he is going to take a swing at it. That is an 18 on the die, so I'm pretty sure that's going to hit.
Yeah, an 18 will hit.
So that is a 25. And is one size category considered one size category larger, which I need to think. What is one up from a D6? Mm-hmm. Is that a D8? Okay. On a D8. Ugh, that's a crappy roll. That might as well have just been a D6. That is a 4 on the die. So that would be Plus 4, so that is 8 points of damage.
All right, it is looking very, very rough.
Yeah, well, not as rough as it would have looked if I had rolled higher.
All right, and let's see, did anybody else want to do anything in the surprise round? Vargas kind of jumped the line there, but you were all basically waiting for him.
We still have time to bonk. Is there a reason I shouldn't try? Oh, I don't know if I can reach it where Vargas is, actually.
Yeah, you have enough movement.
Yeah, with
to
your
get
reach
up to
weapon, though, you'd need to, be north of it or west of it.
Technically, with our
you
move
need
and a
to either.
half, Vargas could have also 5-foot stepped one closer to the rust risen.
Oh, true.
Because we had like the move that he did on his surprise, and then the swift standard, and now 5 foot.
Yeah. Well, I kind of went where I was because I figured if I didn't kill him, I would be outside of his.
If Kira's
hit.
gonna,
But he can step one
not
forward.
to be overly confident, but
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
plenty confident.
Mhm. Yeah, and my reach is natural reach because of the way long arm works, so it makes more sense for me to be up
All
close
right,
to him, so
so
Kira can
yeah,
still
I'll
hit
try. Yeah, still with Lucerne Hammer because I'm back here. Ugh, that's not great. That's a 4 plus 11, 15, and then it gets a bonus.
Yeah, with the cover it's getting from Vargas, that's not going to hit.
Well, we tried.
All right, and anything from Asher and Brixby in this impromptu turn and a half here?
do people want me to like dismiss right now? Do you think probably the best bet so we can like get into the room, spread out, and not get caught? Okay, cool.
And
So I
that way
think-
you don't lose an action on your turn once we're in the room.
Wise. That is very wise, because dismissing is not free. So I'm going to dismiss that web. Begone, web. Is I think how it goes. I'm no wizard. Just play one. And that's my surprise action.
All right, anything from
No,
Asher?
Asher is going to stay back to avoid being in a line again because I don't know where Marrow is, and that's just unpleasant. So he is keeping his wand of Cure Light Wounds in one hand and his gun in the other hand so that he doesn't have to waste a move later to draw it. Might as well use both hands.
Brix is also going to take a 5 foot to the south, putting him behind Kira and Asher.
All right. Well, then, we're going to jump in on Initiative 6, which takes us to the Rust Risen, which is looking like it's falling apart, and it's going to go for the full attack on Vargas because it's standing right in front of it. That's a natural 20 on the drill. Rolling to confirm on the arm drill is a 23.
Oh, yeah, no, that's going to confirm.
Well, on the plus side, you just took 14 damage from the drill arm. And now it's going to get you with the metal jaw there. And that bite is... that's a 19. That looked like an 8. So that is a 24 to hit with the jaw.
Pretty sure it wasn't an 8.
That is a hit.
It was a 19. It looks a little bit weird on that die, but that's 5 more damage.
Okay, so that is 19 total. Ugh.
And we're at the top of the order with Asher.
And Asher is going to move 15. Well, I guess he can't stop partway through his friend's square. So he is going to move into the room, provoking from the Rust Risen. There's no place for him to stop to try an acrobatics in, so he may as well just go for it. 5, 10, 15, 20 puts him right here.
That's a nat 20.
It had to be, right?
And 21 on the confirm. I can't explain this.
Is this the boss? Is this Marrow?
This Rust Risen it's
got
very
like 3
angry.
hit points left or something. I don't know. How could that? Okay, it's fine.
Less than that.
Oh my god.
And
oh my god,
it,
okay.
17 damage from the crit from the drill arm. Second crit in one turn.
Asher says majestically, and will use that last lay on hands he had saved for himself as a swift action.
Should have stuck around to kill it. I told you.
Throwing this dice in the garbage.
That was all
Die,
of
whatever.
5, so 24. Oh, there's more in here too. He says, so that was one move action to end up north of the Rust Risen, but he is in the room. He's totally alive and stuff. And he is going to put this Rust Risen down. Let's see if I don't think it has combat reflexes. I don't think it did last time. Maybe it's been buffed since we met previously. So that is a 23 against touch AC.
That will hit.
Ooh, max 9 points of damage to the Rust Risen.
Yeah, the Rust Risen did its job, though. It goes down, it crumples. Under a point-blank shot. But it did plenty of damage on the way out of town.
And I don't have a move to reload it at the moment, so it's just... that's his turn.
Alright. Marrow is up next. And she's just gonna creep around the corner. I think maybe Vargas can see her. And she's gonna stand in that doorway. And she will fire off magic missile at Asher. So it's gonna just be 2 quick D4s.
Yeah,
7 damage to Asher.
That brooch of shielding that I totally picked up in the scrap wall really absorbed. Yeah, I'll take 7.
You shouldn't have come back. And, nothing happens on initiative 21. Nothing to worry about. On initiative 16, definitely nothing happens. And Brixby is
Brixby resists the urge to give himself away by saying,
Well, we couldn't have waited until tomorrow.
and then wanders into the room, deeply enjoying, chuckling quietly to himself, and is going to come to rest right 10 feet below the expired Rust Risen, south. And Sam, I'm going to ready my favorite spell, your favorite too, if I have 2 combatants, ideally the Smilers, walk into it. So color spray if I get 2 of these totally willful Smiler individuals wandering into my path.
Sounds reasonable. And it should be noted that on the far end of the room, you can now see that the Smilers appear to have dragged a bed, and they have it sort of propped up, blocking the doorway to kind of give them some cover. And Vargas is up.
Okay. Vargas spent this last series of rounds looking up because there's a thing on the official Pathfinder boards that gets the weaponry size wrong, which that's always fun that that's the top result, but he did do his weapon correctly. So you said she came around this door?
Yeah, she's kind of standing in the doorway. She's, if you can see where I'm painting, she's kind of peeking around the doorway.
Okay. So Vargas is, and I'm guessing the tables are difficult terrain.
Yeah, those medical tables, you'd have to climb over.
Yeah. I think Vargas is going to move 30 feet into the room counterclockwise around over the direction Brix went, not the direction Asher went. And then he is going to just fire off an acid splash over here at these guys. This guy you can see here that looks vaguely like a smiler. He's like, still can't really see her good unless I like move right there. Actually, he should be. I don't know why I
She's
can't
got
see her
cover
standing
from a
here.
doorway.
Is this room in darkness?
She's got like a doorway
Yeah.
covering her.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say it's got that thing again where it's like I'm in darkness with a 10-foot light radius and I can't see anything past it. You know what? He's gonna fire it at her then, even if she takes some cover. Natural 1.
Very nice.
So maybe because this is his first time using that new power on his arm, he doesn't quite work it out right, and he just fires and misses completely.
And that brings us to a smiler who is crouching under the bed. And he is going to pull out one of these crappy old guns and take a shot at Vargas. Now, it looks like
A gun, you say?
pistol's range increment is less than, or it's 20,
yeah,
right?
for touch. Everything outside that is against
Okay.
regular AC and your normal penalties.
All right, so this is going to be against. So this will be against Vargas's regular AC, but that is a good roll. With the range penalty, we are looking at a 21 to hit.
Well, that would hit, except for the fact that Vargas took a feat on his level up that I said I'm not going to mention until it comes up in combat. His takes his metal arm, which is extended at this point because he has long arms still on, and just swings it in front of him like a whip and knocks the bullet away as he uses his deflect arrows feat.
Ow!
Which means once every round, he can deflect a non-magical and non-natural projectile
That's
weapon.
incredible. All right, so I think everyone is thoroughly confused as Vargas's whip-like elongated metal arm slaps a bullet out of the air. Wow. All right. And he's going to use his move action to reload, and
I'm so
Kira is
glad.
How
up.
could I possibly follow that up?
I'm so glad you got to use it once before Vargas dies.
Amazing. Wow. Truly incredible. So me up.
Yeah, it's Kira.
No, I mean me
Yeah,
loud.
Volume up, Izzy. Initiative up, Kira.
You up and turn up.
Oh, right.
and
Yeah,
volume
sorry. I
up.
forgot I turned it down. Hang on, train. All right, we're up. I was so excited by that move from Vargas, and none of that was picked up. So I apologize, but it was great. Kira has seen all of her friends rush in, and several of them take damage, and also missed that attack on this thing that tried to kill two of her friends. So she's already raging, but this is a different sort of like, she's watching this happen, and her face just goes blank, and then I'm going to ask you all a bunch of questions. I would like to move into the room and also, which is, yeah, that's a move, and then enlarge person is an action. So I can do both of those things. I can't, enlarge person doesn't take effect this round, but I can cast it and
Right.
still move. Cool.
Yeah, and then you'll be large.
Sure. Okay, so Kira's never cast enlarge person before. I don't think that she knows how to do it, but she has seen Vargas do it before. And seeing Vargas and Asher take this hit, she's just like almost like her face goes blank and she's just breathing really heavily as she moves forward into the room as far as she can. I can't see anything. So let me know if I'm not moving in the right way, and these tables we set are difficult terrain. So I'm just jag around this table here. 30 feet, does that feel right?
Yeah, that looks like 30 feet.
Staring down across at, I've forgotten her name, and will say, what is she gonna, I had an idea, now it's totally gone. I don't know what you have here in your stupid camp that you stole from somebody, but you keep trying to hurt my friends, and I will make you pay for that, I promise. Can I roll an intimidate just for flavor?
Go for the flavor intimidate, yeah. It won't be a
I don't care.
demoralize,
I just
though,
want to
use
flavor
your action.
intimidate. Oh, that's cocked. Let's try that again. That's a 3. That's a 3. 3 plus 12, 15 intimidate. I don't know if that's going to work. But know that we're angry.
Very scary.
And then, yes, second part of that turn, unbeknownst to Kira, but beknownst to all of us, will enlarge person on herself.
All right, and that brings us back to Asher.
And Asher is going to slide 10 feet to the west. As he does so, since he still has that one grip point left, he can reload as part of his move action. And then leveling his pistol at Marrow. He is within exactly 25 feet, thanks to his roving range trait, to fire. Before he does, he just glares at her with this fury, and he will use his swift action to smite evil, calling down the...
She's actually lawful good.
Nope. It's calling down the Chaldean judgment upon her, and will fire with the portal dice. The portal dice that have been good to me before, and it's time to rely on them again. Alas, that is a misfire.
Oh no.
And I quit. It's been a lot of fun.
No.
But there are no more guns. They're all broken. All of them.
There's the auto grapnel. There is but one gun.
Yeah, and he has this fury in his eyes, and he pulls the trigger, and the gun jams, and he looks down at his sticker and just sighs and says, "Nice try."
That's so sad.
I have no more actions or dignity. End of turn.
All right. Well, I think that Marrow is going to hold up a wand, her nice bone wand, and she's going to point it at Asher, and she's going to say, "It wasn't even a very nice try."
That is so mean.
And she's going to fire a scorching ray at Asher.
Ooh, all my friends are very far away.
I implore you to reconsider.
Please don't.
So that is, what on earth is her
It's like a +2.
22 versus touch?
Just beats it by 7.
Alright, that's 46 fire damage. Very middling rolls here. 12 fire damage to Asher.
Neat.
And then, let's see. That takes us to to initiative 21. With a hulking, enormous, hideous fellow. We'll pop him up on the screen. A face only a mother could love. Holding just really, really big stick with a bunch of crap tied to it. He's first gonna make a will save. Just real quick.
Not cool that you used my LinkedIn photo, dude.
He makes his will save, and he is going to go into a rage, and then he is going to rush into the room, climb over the bed, get into Kira's face, and swing that big old club. This is 24 to hit, Kira.
Yeah, no, that'll do it. Wait.
Guy-
Wait. She is raging. What? You have to roll for concealment.
Whoa! Yes. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna say high is good for me.
Take it.
That is a 64%.
Okay, well that's a decent percent.
And that big old great club cracking into you. Should have power attacked, didn't say I was doing it. So, I have to calculate the damage here. That's 22 damage.
Man, if this thing kills me before I get to... I'm so annoyed. 22, you said?
That's 22.
That just feels excessive. Well, I heal
And,
1 point from now until I die.
And, let's see. He's done. He moved in. And then, let's see. This Smiler is gonna... I don't think he's gonna abandon cover, so he's just gonna try to shoot through his friends. And, he'll try to take a shot at Vargas. Even though he probably saw his buddy's bullet not really work out. And, yeah, not even close. And Brixby is up.
All right, so Brixby is going to take a move action to reach into his belt pouch, producing a small yellow vial, clutching that in one hand. You'll hear him say,
Now listen, Marrow, this is how it's done.
and he'll become visible, firing off a scorching ray. So 14 versus their flat-footed touch.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Do you need my sneak attack and my fire damage separate?
You can lump them all together. Oh no, that's so many d6s. Oh god.
So clutching that alchemist fire in his paw, which he used as a material focus, allowing him to get an additional point on his attack roll, he fires off a scorching ray, hate burning in his face for 20 points of damage.
Ow.
And he's visible now.
Alright, and Marrow definitely seems to take all of
And
that.
more.
And the just
And then some.
pure hate rays pouring out of her eyes directly at Brixby. And for the first time in Pot Against the Machine history, we're going to end 2 episodes in a row in initiative. Because I'm going to bed.
My, how the turntables have turned with the elemental damage ending the episode. Marrow, good night.
Good night, Sam. 2 turntables and a microphone.
Moderate?
That is where it's
Moderate
at.
night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Pod Against the Machine. Against the Machine.
Pot Against the Machine is property of its creators, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are properties of Paizo Publishing. Please visit them at paizo.com for more information. Theme Against the Machine, written and performed by our own Zach. Please consult the show notes for additional music and sound effect licensing information.
Okay, and then we'll just... Nope, okay, other train. We've got a double train passing. Everyone get home safe. Alright, great. Jeff, how'd that feel?
Yeah, that's great.
Ringing endorsement.
Now, I don't know. Wow, that was Texan.
No, don't we have the laser pew pew too?
I have that. I was holding on to that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, sorry.
Cool. Edit that.